Thank you very much for joining this webinar. First of all, I would like to welcome you. And it's a bright, sunny afternoon, 3 p.m. Don't worry, we won't keep you waiting for long. This is going to be a very quick webinar. Unlocking the potential of your empty container depot with Envecon's innovative solutions. So welcome, everybody. We have our team of experts with us. So the first guy is Shravan Shetty, who is a subject matter expert in container operations with around 10 plus years of experience. Next guy we have is Junaid Aga. He is a senior business manager for India operations for ports and terminals. He has around 15 plus years of experience, especially for logistics and transportation and ports and terminals across India.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining in.
The third guy we have with us is Arif Baik, and he's a solution sales manager and working in this particular transportation logistics domain for 10 plus years now.
Hello, team.
So this was a brief introduction of our members and the speakers who are going to actually lead this webinar, and these guys will be speaking on it. So today's agenda is pretty brief. It's about Envecon, what we are as a company, how we are leading the ports and terminal operations, and how we are driving the digitization agenda across the ports and terminals, followed by a very small and brief demo about the container operations, which is very specific to you guys and customized, followed by Q&A session, which is question and answer sessions. You'll get enough time to discuss with our experts how you would want the solution to be customized, or what suggestions you have, what feedback you have, and all the note takings can happen over here. So let's proceed towards our digitalization journey from here. And now I'll call in my expert solution sales manager to discuss about Envecon Group, Arif Baik.
Hello, today I'm here to tell you what Envecon is. Envecon is an enterprise solution provider. We are established in the year 2010. We provide end-to-end ERP, that is Enterprise Resource Planning Solution, which caters to ports and terminals and other industry verticals like transport and logistics, manufacturing, oil and gas, and other sectors, as you can see on the screen. When it comes to ports and inland terminals like ICDs, CFS, or empty container depots, we provide comprehensive solution, which includes TOS, that is Terminal Operating System, and billing solution. We have a global presence in 60 different countries with 300 projects implemented so far, 100 plus customers onboarded, and have almost 300 plus employees working with us. In India, we have a couple of centers of excellences. One in Vikhroli, Mumbai, and other in Noida. Also, we have regional offices in 7 different countries across the globe. To give you more background about Envecon, let me tell you how do we stand as unique in the market. We have a dedicated team from the ports and terminals domain who have extensive knowledge and know the operations very well. Our strong domain expertise provides comfort to our customers and places on their preferred vendor list. Talking about the global experience, for the last 14 years, Envecon has delivered projects across 60 odd countries spanning from Asia Pacific, Middle East, Europe, and till both Americas. Our ability to handle large-scale projects across multiple geographies and carrying along customer program teams from varied cultures make us truly unique. Together with full-fledged ERP, TOS, and billing solution, we are able to cater to most of the IT and operational requirements in the T&L sector. Envecon ensures that projects are completed on time and within budget, minimizing risk and enabling clients to achieve quick time to value. Envecon is currently providing a solution to 150 plus different terminals across 60 different countries. So you can see we cover 6 continents across the globe. We have our regional offices based in India, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Portugal, Malaysia, USA, and Denmark. Now, I'll ask my colleague Junaid to talk on overview of our products and services.
Thank you, Arif. I'll take it up from here. Guys, it's 3:15. We are almost half through to the webinar. We made it. Congrats. I hope you are awake and together. Okay. So here, until now, you've heard about Envecon as a company. Let me tell you what is our product portfolio. On your screen, on the left-hand side, especially the green blocks, which talks about IFS. So we are partner with IFS. We are a gold partner. We do complete backend, your asset management, your service management, and also your complete payroll solutions. I'm going to skip this for now and focus on the agenda of our today's webinar. That's ports and terminal. So what do we provide for ports and terminal solution? We have TOS for you. We have container stevedoring solution for all your CFS. For the dry ports, ICDs, at the distance, at the warehouse, we have solutions. And then we also have, along with it, we have dedicated standalone billing solutions, which manages your complex contract, your credit management, and it comes with different level of hierarchies of approval. This is what in a nutshell we offer. And this slide is quite self-explanatory. We have given color coding to exactly what we offer. We have IFS at the back end, all who's who, companies, heavyweights like Maersk, CMA, CGM uses our solution. Within the IFS, you have CRM, taken care of projects, payroll, and all of that. When I talk about Enable as a standalone solution, it takes care of your revenue management, and it comes integrated with IFS plus Logstar. Now, coming to the main point of our webinar today, Logstar is a brand under Envecon we operate out of. It handles your marine operations. As you can see on the blue blocks, it handles your vessel berthing, your towage, your pilotage. On the ports and terminal front, it manages the whole of yard management on the CFS and ICDs. We will be focusing more towards CFS and ECDs, guys, which you are currently operating on. For the very reason, we have also prepared a demonstration, which will be given by my colleague, Shravan Shetty, in the next few minutes. I have one more thing to share with you guys. We are a service company. We provide enterprise applications. So we have tie-up with biggest OEMs. To name a few on your screen, we have Docker Vision towards OCR, whom we partner with to provide you an ultimate solution. We are also partnered with IFS Ultimo for your all asset management and complex asset accounting needs. We are partnered with Pajero for all the localization, be it India or outside of India. On your hardware infra front, we are partnered with Microsoft Azure to give you a complete cloud feel. And very recently, we have tied up with Odoo, which is a solution meant for small and middle enterprises like you, wherein we also take care of the assets which moves. I now hand it over to my colleague Arif to talk about more on our clientele.
Though we have a big clientele list in the TNN sector, you can see few of the logos on the screen. Companies like APMT, ICTSI, CMA CGM are using a solution on their multiple sites. Actually, we are a preferred vendor for them. Our solution is also being benefited by other companies like AD Ports Group, Port of Salalah, Port of Dukum, Palmer Lorry, PIA, Arise Ports, and many others. Now, without taking much time, I'll quickly hand over the session to my subject matter expert, Shravan Shetty.
Thank you, Arif, for the introduction. Yeah, so yes. Thank you, Arif, for the introduction. So, hello, everyone. I am Shravan Shetty. I am the subject matter expert for the container operation and also the expert for our Depot Plus solution, which we have currently. Allow me to share my screen and so that I can continue what and where we were. So, what Depot Plus 3.5 is. So Depot Plus 3.5 is a comprehensive product that is designed to handle multiple aspects of a depot and container operations. So we have divided that particular product into three different verticals over here. That is enterprise solution, standard, and the light version. So enterprise solution is basically where we offer all the multi-sites and terminal operations, the rail operation, the container maintenance and repair, and each and warehouse management and yard management and everything over there. And in the standard vertical, we also covers the Depot Plus product where we cover the CFS modules and the ICD modules over here. And in the light version, we specifically focus on the empty container solutions. So today, specifically, we are focusing on the light version, which we have currently. So in our Depot Plus 3.5 Lite version, we have different types of modules over here, like the customer services management, the gate and the weighbridge management, yard management, the container maintenance and repair management, report and analytics. So over here, I will just showcase you how and what all features we have in our product and going to the system. So yeah, so this is the overview of our Depot Plus 3.5 version. So talking about the customer services management, in our customer services management, we follow different types of sub-modules over here, like tracking and tracing of a booking a particular container or shipment over here, the empty bookings, which has to be created within the system. So what our system is different from apart from other TOS terminal operating system is we automate the process and we create a less manual interruption while creating multiple bookings over here. Like we can create directly integrate our system with our shipping line. We can integrate with the Copan bookings, the courier bookings and everything over here, and where the system will automatically create each and every booking for you automatically. And you just need to go ahead with the workflows. Next we have is the job order workflow, the hold and release. So job order workflow is basically each and activity which has to be performed to a particular container or to a particular shipment that will be done in our job order workflow. And if a particular container has to be put on hold, then that comes under the hold and release management, where we can put multiple bulk containers into hold by just uploading an Excel sheet, and a system will read all the details and then capture it and release it accordingly. Moving on, we have is the special services request. So special services request is nothing but when a customer asks for an extra request apart from getting a storage and handling activity. If a washing, for example, if it is a washing activity, then these extra activities can be created within our system and it can be charged accordingly. Moving on, we have amendment and the rental equipment bookings. So amendment is the very best feature of our system where if you can avoid the user mistakes. There can be a possibility while doing the operation where a particular user can do any specific mistake, and that can be amended through our amendment screen. It will be a maker checker screen where on an approval basis, it has to be approved while if any changes has been done within using this screen. Moving on, we have is the rental equipment bookings. So rental equipment, your depot, the empty container depot will have a multiple equipments which can be used to handle a specific containers, and that equipments can be given out for the rental purpose. So this rental operations can also be done within our light version. Hope the customer services management is clear for you. Moving on, we have is the gate and the weighbridge management. Talking about the gate and the weighbridge management, this model focuses on managing the vehicles and the entries and exits of containers. So our system basically is the process of the gate in and gate out process. Here you can see we have again different submodules over here, the container, the EIR. EIR is basically the equipment interchange receipt, where this can be done in two different manners. One is a mobile application where a particular surveyor can come to the gate and capture the images of and do the inspection of a particular container, if it is a damaged container or a sound container, and it can differentiate these two different containers into a specific manner and can print an EIR format and give it to the transporter. It is basically used and it is a very helpful feature in exchanging and doing the transportation of a particular container. Next we have is the weighbridge operation. This is also a very good feature where this can be integrated with a third-party vendor, and the weight of the container, the cargo, or any particular weight will be captured accordingly by during the integrations and transaction of the APIs. So automation is what we are talking about today. Moving on, we have is the express gate container. So express gate container. Here you can see by its name itself, the express means you just need to type the container and the basic transporter details and do a quick gating of a container. So here you can see how our system is the manual process and how the bookings has to be created automatically by doing just by 2 to 3 clicks. Next we have is the yard management. In our yard management, here again we have different modules like the yard planning, the yard execution, and the reefer operations. In our yard planning, we have again different types of submodules over here, like the dashboard, the management dashboard. It is a very useful dashboard where you can see the utilization of a complete yard, overall yard, how much empty spaces are left within the yard, how much spaces are left for this particular shipping line, how much spaces have been used by this particular shipping line. This can be monitored through this yard management dashboard. Also, for the yard view, we have two different views. That is the 2D view and the 3D view. So I will just show you how our 3D views looks like. So here you can see this is a very useful feature to optimize our yard operations. So you can see the vacant spaces overall within the yard. You can also see the differentiate between the containers where we have decoded it into different color. Like the orange is for empty cycles, green is for export cycles, and blue is for empty cycles. So as we are talking about the empty container solution, we specifically define it for empty container solution over here, and you can see overall utilization of the yard within this 3D view. Next, talking about the equipments which are used within the yard. So there can be a possibility where a particular equipment has been put under the maintenance for any particular reasons. So that can be also registered in our system for the recording purpose. So it will use the process over here. So we have currently in our yard management. So talking about the yard planning and allocation of a particular position in the yard. So we have a feature called as auto planning, where we need to set a particular reasons, particular rules within our system and configure it. It is a one-time procedure. You need to set those rules and accordingly system will allocate a particular position within the yard. So if a Maersk containers has to be placed in a particular stack, it will automatically place it by reading those rules which has been already set within our system. So this is the process over here. The yard planner has to do nothing here. Just the execution part has to be done in the yard execution screen there itself. One more additional point over here is we have an application called as CY3, the container yard third version. So I will just show you how a container yard view looks like. So here you can see this is the ER application which I talked about. So we get a 3D view of a total container view where you can specifically put the damage details over here by particularly the particular location of the container, where you need to put and select a particular location and then register the damage accordingly. You can also take the signature of the inspection or surveyor and also from the transporter itself. And I was talking about the container yard application. So this is the container yard application which we have, where you will be able to see different types of operation over here, like the container operations, the shifting moves of the container while delivering particular container which is in tier 1 position, and automatically our system allocates two different positions for the above containers from the tier 2 and the tier 3 containers. And also in the mobile application itself, we have a dashboard where you can monitor all the lift off, lift on, shifting moves done by a particular equipment. So this is very useful, where equipment is being traced and monitored how the equipments are used, particularly within the depot itself. Okay, moving on, we talked about the customer services management, the gate and the weighbridge management, the yard utilization, the 2D view, the yard equipment allocation, equipment availability, and the downtime and everything. Moving on, we have is the container MNR management. So MNR is basically the maintenance and the repair module, where if a container, while getting in a container, you see a particular container is damaged and you need to do an estimate or you need to do a repair for that particular container, that can be done in our container MNR management. So let's move on to the container MNR management. So here you can see we can set a particular contract for this MNR management, where in the MNR management, where you can set those particular rates within the tariffs. And once that is uploaded, you need to create an estimate for the particular damage and the container. So that can be done using a CIR application. And also just for your information, we have an automated process where the estimation automatically sends to the shipping line wherever, and once they have approved the estimates through the Westy media files, and whenever the estimates have been approved, a system automatically process for the further operations. They will create the job orders, the work orders, and allocate the labors accordingly. The spare part managements are there. You can do all operations in the container MNR management. Talking about the reports and analytics, so we have again two different submodules over here. The manual reports, which can be pulled out and generated in a PDF and Excel format. It can be a gate in report, a gate out report, a stock report, the truck turnaround time report, and everything are available within our system. And talking about the periodic report, so periodic report is basically the reports which can be sent to a particular customer or particular operator on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So this can also be configured within our system, which is the process of sending reports each and every day. In the end, we have is the admin module. So basically, this module is very important. Why? Because this is how this module helps the system to work accordingly. So we have the application settings where you create users, you create the user roles accordingly. You set the particular configuration. The system settings allows you to configure the yard management and everything. Talking about the EDI, we send the real-time Codeco format to the shipping lines, where we particularly allow the system to send it in a UN EDI fact format, which is standardized by all the shipping lines. In the end, we have is the master section, where we allow the customer master, the EDI master, the ISO size type master, and everything will be managed in our master section over here. So guys, giving it an end, this is how our Depot 3.5 version looks like, the Lite version, which is specifically developed for the empty container solution. Yeah, so moving on, I will just hand it over to Sairaj. Thank you, Sairaj.
Thanks, Shravan. I'm now quickly going to share my screen again. And now, guys, hope you all enjoyed that. It was a very short and crisp and extremely informative. So now we are going to have and start with our Q&A session. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask us. The floor is yours. And we would welcome any questions. Yeah, please.
I have a
Yes.
question.
Yeah, Snehal. Yeah. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Snehal.
hi everyone. Hi everyone. So I didn't notice it in the demo, but is billing a part of the Depot 3.5 Lite version?
Yes, Neil, go ahead.
Am I not audible?
Yeah, you're audible now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Since I didn't notice it in the demo, is billing a part of the DP 3.5 Lite version?
Yes, Snail, I would like to answer that question. So we have our own solution called as Enable that is an integrated with our Depot Plus 3.5 Lite version. So all the invoicing part of the container operation, the handling part, the storage part will be handled in our Enable version. So just in case if you have any queries or any related to our billing solution, you can just we can do a one-to-one session after this webinar.
Okay, great. Thank you, Shravan.
Hey, anybody else? If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask us. We are open for next couple of minutes or so, or else we can wrap it up.
Sairaj, if no more question at the moment, you can record this, you can send us an email. We can come back to you one-on-one and we can take this up. We have Triveni also in the session. She's been chasing you guys for the webinar. Please give us your feedback and you can get in touch with me as well as Triveni if in case any queries or you would like to understand ECD in detail.
Sure, the email that you can see on our screen, that is also some way to reach out to us. We have a website, www.envecon.com. And of course, you will have Triveni in order to answer any queries that you may have later and for one-on-one sessions, which we can reach out and arrange with you. So, but thank you very much for attending this webinar. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.